Okay, roll call.
Sure. Mike Green,
Here.
Mayor Kelly,
Here.
Pam Strohmeyer,
Here.
Alex Green,
Here.
Fred Prime,
Here.
Dr. Patricia Felton, Charlotte Jones,
Here.
Dan Sugg. All right, we have quorum.
Then I'll make a motion to excuse those not here, because they did give us a heads up.
Second. Second and support, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Approval of the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
Made, second, no questions, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, approval of the minutes.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
I would like to second that and add that they were the most thorough minutes I've ever read. Took me 20 minutes or so, but my
You are
compliments to Tom, is it?
Tom was the one to
Very good.
You are
Tom
welcome.
Kennedy. Good job.
All right, it's been made and supported. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion carries. The consent agenda.
I'll make the motion for the consent agenda.
Support.
The questions, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Public comment. Doesn't look like we have any speakers. So we'll move on to old business.
There's none.
Nothing on the agenda for old business. Move to new business, Winter Festival update.
Yes. So on Friday, December 5th, in the community room here at City Hall, we'll be having our second annual Winter Festival. Last year, we held the family-oriented event for crafts and activities to come together, and it was a big success. And following residents' inquiry if we were going to do it again this year, we decided that we will. So the first Friday of December from 6 to 8 p.m., we will be doing the Winter Festival again, so ask all of you to attend. If any of you would like to volunteer, the DDA will be hosting a cookie decorating table. It was a big hit last year. We went through 12 dozen cookies, so we're gonna shoot for a little more. This year, we have the Southfield Fire Department who's gonna come by and bring a fire truck for the kids to take a look at. They're gonna have a table as well, giving out little plastic fire hats and talking with kids. We'll have Parks and Rec is gonna have Santa Claus. Santa's coming. One of the members' their husband and their daughter, she's gonna be the elf. We're gonna have them there to do photos. The nature group, in coordination with the police department, are gonna be doing ornament making. Lauren will be there teaching kids how to play dreidel. And we'll have the library will be there doing library cards and giving out coloring books. And who else am I? Chase Bank will be there,
yep,
giving out piggy banks to kids. And
Silk.
yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. So
Chamber of Commerce too.
Chamber of Commerce is
Yep.
also gonna be there. They're gonna have their food truck with fries and cocoa. And then to cap off the night, we're gonna have Kelly lighten up the Christmas tree. So it's gonna be a fun night, so please come on
Fun
out. And if anybody would like to do a craft or activity and host a table, we can get you set up. So please let me know and spread the word.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said if you can host a table, bringing whatever you want to bring, or
Yeah. So if there's an activity or craft you'd like to do with the families and kids, please let me know. We can get you set up. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun night.
no blackjack or anything like that.
No party on that
Teach
night.
your kids shoot crafts, so you don't want that.
Yeah.
Be very specific.
Prefer
Yeah.
Christmas oriented or
Yeah,
holiday
Christmas
There you
oriented.
go.
family
We-
oriented.
There you go.
Yeah, please come on out. It'll be a fun night. We did it last year, so we plan to decorate the community room and have a good night. And we
Very good.
also will be at the Light Up Lathrup Village on Monday night to help first bring in the festive season.
And if I could ask that, the DDA and anyone that's watching to please, go, because we also have a council meeting that night, so the council is technically only gonna be there for maybe 20 minutes, and so we don't wanna look like all of Lathrup just bitched.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely be there. We're gonna have a table. Tom and I will be there for most of the night, and then we'll be making our way back for the council meeting.
Excellent. Very good. There's nothing there approval-wise, this is
Nope,
update,
just
right?
informational.
Okay. Any other questions? Next item, the snow removal contract.
Thank you. Yeah, so there is a memo with 3 bids we received for this year's snow removal contract. This is for all the sidewalks along 11 Mile, for stretching from Evergreen to Lathrup Boulevard, as well as the sidewalks on the overpasses. So the memo summarizes the seasonal cost estimate. We did it for an average of 12 snow events for the snow removal of the corridor along 11 Mile. The methodology is broken down in the memo. It's standardized and compares the 3 proposals submitted by Express Snow Removal, Royal Maintenance Group, and Paradise Gardens. Each of the vendors submitted a different format for budgeting and costs. One was a seasonal flat rate, one was a per push snow event pricing, and another was hourly billing. So as you can see, the breakdown was tiered for Paradise. The initial cost would be $618 for any snow event between 1 to 4 inches. Express Snow Removal gave a flat rate per event, and it would come out to $1,800 an event, snow event. Royal Maintenance gave an all-inclusive package of $36,000 for all snow services as well as salt. Because the 3 submitted proposals used different pricing structures, a standardized methodology was applied to generate an equivalent cost for a typical winter. This approach allows for all proposals to be compared uniformly based on projected labor needs and the estimated number of snow events. To calculate labor assumptions uniformly across proposals, we relied on field data provided by the current contractor, who reports that clearing 2 inches of snow typically requires approximately 3 to 4 hours for one worker to complete all sidewalks along the corridor. Using this operational benchmark, all proposals were normalized to reflect an average of 3.5 labor hours per event, with 1 primary worker and standard sidewalk clearing equipment. As you can see in the second chart, the per event breakdown for the costs, lowest bidder would be Paradise Gardens. Paradise on the normalized cost comparison, their service responsiveness and overall value that they've provided, we recommend should be awarded the contract. In addition to offering the most competitive pricing for a typical winter, Paradise Gardens has a strong performance record with the city, having consistently delivered high-quality lawn care, snow removal services under prior contracts. Their familiarity with the corridor, proven reliability, and clear per-event pricing structure together make them the most dependable and cost-efficient choice for their upcoming season. So we recommend that the contract quote provided by Paradise be the one accepted, and we're here for any questions that you may have.
One question I had, how did we work out last year? I know we did something,
It was a very light
Similar.
winter.
Yeah, last
I
year I
mean-
think the total bill was like $4,000 just
Yeah.
the winter. We went with Paradise last
but
year.
it was, I was, yeah, it was fair.
Originally, we had Excel Landscaping, who was the city's longtime contractor for this. At the last minute last year, Excel notified us that they no longer wanted it.
Mhm.
So since we do have the current landscaping contract with Paradise, we brought it before the DDA board just to see if we could extend their services just for the 1 year.
Yeah.
That was also directed that this year we solicited some quotes. So that's what the DDA folks did. And that's why they're back in front of you guys asking for
And
this.
Okay.
we met with other contractors, and they said that they're scaling back their snow services, that they're having difficulty finding reliable labor, as well as the cost to keep the assets needed on their books was just becoming too costly. So it's actually consolidating the number of vendors available to do this type of work.
We spoke to about 6 or 7, and we only got 3 back, so.
Wow.
yeah.
And what, do you know what, the all-inclusive package means for Royal Maintenance?
Yes, so in their bid, it shows that a gold premium package, unlimited events, 1 to 8 inches, as well as a response time to 1 to 2 hours, and also salting before and after storms. So that would be their package, and we, like Mike said, we only expended 4,000 last year, so.
No, I was just curious.
Yeah.
What is Paradise's time in response time?
They're usually here before 8 a.m. They're on top of it. And we have a direct communication with the owner, who is also the lawn care contractor, and they're very responsive.
Okay.
What would happen, or what would Paradise charge if we had a 5-inch snow?
Yes, so as you can see, their pricing is tiered per inches. So let me pull up their bid, because it does go up based on the snow
Yeah,
fall.
so if it's
It
4
would
to
be
6, it's
Looks like
$721.
Oh, okay.
And then $824 for any event between 6 and 8 inches, and $927 for 8 to 10 inches. And also,
Fine.
they do salting based on our request, so it's not something that they just do and then we get billed. They will actually communicate with me and ask, okay, would you like salt? So that can help at least keep the cost down and not doing it an exorbitant amount.
Got it.
I'm just curious if Lathrup has has ever had its own snow removal, or either partnered with Southfield or even the county for this
So
service?
we do have our DPW does the City Hall grounds as well, and but that is a good, interesting idea to work in coordination with Southfield to see if we could have the corridor be a part of their overall snow removal program. And that's communication or an approach we can start talking with them about next winter. So yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah. Any other questions?
So, I'm sorry, to follow up, you're saying that basically this is too much for DPW then?
Yeah,
I can
it-
touch on it. So, just so you know, Lathrup actually contracts out our DPW services.
Oh.
This portion of it's outside their scope,
Yeah.
plus just the number of contractors we have, 3 or 4 a day. We would have no time to do this on top of taking care of all the roads.
And part of the cost share agreement the city has with the DDA requires us to be responsible for the corridor.
I get it, okay.
Yeah, so that's why it's kind of interesting that this one aspect of the city is the DDA's responsibility.
Okay. Any additional comments, questions? All right, we'll take a motion to approve the contract.
I'll make the motion to authorize the DDA director to enter into a contract for snow removal services with Paradise Gardens for the 2025-26 winter season.
Second.
All right, made in support. No other questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
We get a roll call, right?
I got everyone.
All right. Next item, 27907 California Drive, proposed purchase agreements.
Yes, so we did give an offer to the bidder who bid on the lot located on California that's owned by the DDA. They said the cost was outside their structure, so currently with their budget. So they stepped back and did not provide a counteroffer. So we were interested in hearing your guys' input on the lot. Is this a lot that we would like to move and sell just to get off the DDA's books? Or is this something where we're looking to get based on a fair market value? So when Mike and I put the RFP out, it was more about the proposal itself, not the cost. We were looking to get a fair market value as well as have more ability to look over what was actually going to be built so that it conformed with the city's master plan as well as that district in the city. So the contractor or the potential purchaser was going to put a urban nursery there and grow fruit, vegetable, and herbs, and also have it be a educational center in the city. and it was also gonna be a low-impact use. Right now, with that area of the city having the former school property being redeveloped, it has, the residents there are looking to have something be lower impact because of the increased traffic that's already gonna be created due to that project. And this was a proposal that would really only have the owner there on a daily basis and then have small groups on a semi-regular basis. It was not gonna increase the traffic overall. It was also gonna require minimal site development when it comes to actually covering the parcel. One of the biggest concerns from residents in that area of the city is the actual stormwater management issues, because we have a drain and ditch system here in the city. Any type of covering of currently pervious soil will result in changes in how stormwater is managed. And with this use, it was gonna allow for stormwater to be managed on site and actually probably have a net benefit for that area of the city, because stormwater was gonna actually be used to help water the plants. So a year ago, when Mike and I worked with Giffords Webster in potential uses of that lot, we saw it to be condos, which would pretty much cover most of the lot itself, resulting in stormwater to have to be managed in another manner, and also would increase traffic. And one of the roads, it's a triangular parcel, Monterey is unpaved, so it would require a developer to actually put infrastructure costs into it. And the purchaser of the lot was not gonna do that. She was not worried about it being a dirt road and was gonna keep it as is. So we're here to talk with you. We talked about going into closed session, but I think we can just discuss here. What is your guys' appetite with this parcel? How would you like to see it either developed or not developed? And what are we looking to get when it comes to revenue from the sale of it? Because as an urban
Does
planner,
it
I
have
think,
to be sold?
not at this time.
Oh, okay. I just
Yeah,
asked.
I thought we talked about, was there a reason they couldn't lease it, or?
That is something we can look back into. We
I
were
thought
not.
we touched on that last.
Yeah, we thought that we
week
didn't
or
want
last
to have a renter and be leasers of the lot and have to manage the lease. But if it's gonna be that this use is, she's very, she has an investor, she's very motivated. She's gonna look for a different parcel somewhere else in the area. She lives in Southfield, so
Yeah.
she's not far. So we'll lose out on this business. And this is, she also wanted,
It's a cost issue, right? I mean, they're saying that the price that we're asking is too high?
yes.
And currently, it's sitting there. I mean,
Yep.
we're not doing anything with it, right?
Nope, and we're required to maintain it. And also it's on, we're not getting any tax value from it.
Right. I know we had positive feedback from the community. The lease option for them, was she open to that?
She was open to it. She really wants this lot. She likes the location. She likes how it is located in the village center. She
Sure.
also used to work for the city of Ferndale as their zero waste coordinator. So she understands what communities are trying to do with a master plan and develop certain aspects of their city. We have an overall village center design goal that we have here. And
Sure.
she understands that and wants to be a part of it. She wants to be a part of the community. She even said in her response, following me giving her our initial offer, said that she would still want to work together with us on
Yeah.
different projects. She's really interested in starting a farmer's market. She was going to talk with John Roberts, who owns the church to the west, about doing it in the parking lot there.
Right.
So I think the lease option should at least be explored with her.
Yeah, I definitely, at least, my opinion. I mean, we should, revisit that. The way I look at it, it's more than, just the price.
Mhm.
It's the value, they're going to provide the district, so.
And also placemaking wise, it was a good use. I
Yeah,
think residents
absolutely.
would like it. And also many of their concerns, Mike, Tom and I kept brainstorming potential pitfalls with this proposed use, and we thought that there was always a solid response to any issues that could arise, especially stormwater management. That was the biggest
Absolutely.
concern, because people don't want to see stormwater building up in their backyards or on their front yards. And this was actually gonna be absorbing more water than it was gonna be off-putting into the roads and onto neighboring lots.
Yeah, no, that's what would be my suggestion.
How was the price determined? Was it appraised or something? I mean, how did we come up with the price?
That's the
It wasn't a formal appraisal. Naturally, we know how much the DDA acquired it for back in 2013. It did a basic adjustment for inflation for asking price to start it.
And we also looked at what other lots, unbuilt, were being sold in the city.
How big is the lot?
It is just slightly under a half an acre.
And what was supposed to go there? You said condos? I'm sorry?
No, this was going to be a nursery.
Oh, just a nursery,
No,
okay.
There was a proposal for condos to be there at one point.
Yeah, we looked into it, that there was a.
On half an acre?
It
It's-
wasn't like, it wasn't gonna be like massive,
Oh,
obviously.
okay.
Yeah,
I think
it-
it was like only two.
Yeah,
or three.
max would have been
Yeah.
like 4 to 5, like 3-story style.
First level would be a
And that was,
garage.
yeah, and that was just exploratory. That was nothing
Yeah.
formal or
Oh,
anything like
Yeah.
that. So.
There was there was no developer who we were engaging with about
Okay.
potentially developing that. We just envisioned it as potentially being a use that could fit well in that part of the district. Because it is in our village center district, although it is outside the DDA.
I think it's kind of hard to put your finger on fair market value when it comes to that lot, which is an odd-shaped lot. It has a lot of weed trees on it that are gonna have to be leveled. And you already had how many rounds of solicitations for?
Just two.
Two?
Yeah.
So this bidder seems to be the only one
She's
who's
very
really
motivated.
interested in it. So I would be in favor of lowering our offer or asking, exploring the lease option, if that's at all possible from our perspective. Now, if
And-
it's gonna be too much work on our end to be a landlord, well, that's a consideration.
That was actually when we presented the concept to our planning consultant. Their first response back was, look into it being a lease.
Yeah.
Because other urban nurseries, that's how they acquire their property. Is-
So, I do have, I'm sorry for the interrupting, I do have a question. Now you make me forget what the question was.
I didn't make you forget.
No, I was saying no, because I was like trying to jump in there.
And because it's such, the cost structure for and the revenue for this type of business, the margins are so tight, that is another reason many of these urban nurseries go with a lease, because it is more affordable for them in the long run.
No, I know, I was gonna say.
Okay.
What was the difference in what we asked? You don't have to give like a dollar figure, but what was it, a major gap in what?
It was
she-
such a major gap, she didn't counter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also just thinking about what's going on with the city,
Mhm.
I'm not in favor of being a landlord.
Okay.
Because, if they do decide to move, then we're back at square one after their lease is over. And so also with it being leased, and that means that the city, not the DDA, right, has to
Mhm.
take care of that property.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my last question. And if we sell it, that means we have, just sell it as is, that means that we have no control over what is built there besides what the ordinances
Yep,
are.
planning commission through the site plan review process would be the only regulatory aspect of it.
Well, one aspect of that, that's where the purchase agreement comes into play,
Mm-hmm.
where if we do sell it, we can put semi-structured terms in the
Yes.
purchase agreement of what can and cannot go there.
And then, also have we, solicited a realtor that could maybe also help with giving more of an accurate price?
Not at this time, but that is something we can look into. It was a market value based off of what recent lots have sold in the city. That was where the offer came from.
Right.
So what would you say is our current yearly cost to maintain that property?
I'd have to do a little homework with
Yeah.
I
DPW,
mean,
because
it's just mowing?
the biggest thing is landscaping every year, so mowing it weekly.
And there's ways to structure, I mean, we can look into this, to structure the lease such that the maintenance and things that we may be assuming
Mhm.
we have to, be responsible for as a landlord are mitigated to a great extent. So, I mean, we can, I hear what Kelly's saying about being the landlord, and if they leave, I mean, we're back where we are right now. So but I think we should look at how the lease could be structured to, kind of mitigate the landlord issues that we may be assuming we're undertaking.
And I would rather throw another monkey wrench in this one. I would rather them take over the community garden and lease that part, seeing that that's gonna be another thing that we're about to run into.
Yes. Yeah, and these are all great ideas that we can look into. I'm actually in favor of a lease because the lot would be, it wouldn't be developed that much. There would be a small structure for an office, a bathroom, and a processing area. And also that processing area would be used for community groups to come in and do educational workshops. And most of the lot is gonna be a greenhouse or continue, it'll be cleared out with the trees. So if a developer wanted to come in, it wouldn't take much to do site prep to begin what they would like to do.
I swear, this is my last question.
Okay.
I'm no Bruce Cantor, no, I'm just joking. Who's gonna be doing the clearing out of the trees? Would it be on the, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I have a few questions.
Go ahead for it.
So, is there something that says we had to do the adjustment for today's pricing? Like, what if we sold it for what we paid for it? Was that gonna be still too high?
We were looking to make a small profit to help with our budget, but at this time, we're open to any concepts or ideas of how we can help improve that part of the city.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we kept this on the agenda, was to have this conversation to see if the DDA wanted to go back and essentially recoup the cost that they paid for it back in the day, or take less and just get it developed and get it off the books. That's why we're having this
It
conversation.
is a small parcel, it's oddly shaped, it's
It is.
behind a building, I mean, stormwater drainage issues, or considerations at least. And God forbid the city doesn't wanna be a landlord, now you see how landlords feel, right?
And they are interested in leasing, or they're
They
not?
would be open to leasing,
Because
yes.
I just find it hard to believe that somebody who wants to lease is gonna build a building, knowing that they're gonna get no equity out of it.
She is more mission-driven than profit-driven.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Still, it's an investment, and, it's money, from their perspective, it's money down the drain.
Yeah, it wouldn't be recouped.
Well, but again, if you structure it a certain way though, where they feel as though they're getting at least enough, you know what I'm saying, they have expectations are bad in, so they don't feel like they've got a lot of expenses that they surely cannot pay for.
Yep.
That might be something, I'm
Okay.
not sure how you do that, if you might make all the maintenance on them, but,
And
You
I
can.
think,
I'm sorry?
Yeah, maintenance, yeah, you can put that in the lease.
I said though, I'm not sure how you keep the costs low for the lessee if
Oh.
all the maintenance is on them as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
okay. But she was ready to go, because she said that the best time to clear that type of lot is the winter. So,
Yeah, everything's down.
Yeah.
I said I was done.
it's okay.
Can you ask?
I've already given, I've done quite a few too.
Is there an option of, God, what is it called? When you don't buy it out,
Leased on?
Leased down.
or, yeah, land, I was gonna say
Land
land
contract.
contract.
Lion contract, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're open to any concept. And to be honest, as a planner, I thought the proposed use was a fantastic addition to the city, the village center, and also it was not going to disrupt the neighbors, the neighboring residents as much. Because this is an area where the commercial corridor buffers along residential. So it's an area where it could increase the traffic or it's gonna increase anyways because of what's going on at the school.
One last question.
Yeah, go for it.
Does the city have any means to develop it itself?
No.
No.
Yeah, there's no,
That was quick.
Okay, sorry. Woo, okay.
Very gently.
We've had those discussions internally for a little over a year now,
Oh,
and
okay.
no,
Okay,
with respect.
okay. Was it,
With respect.
okay, I understand. Just out of curiosity, was it more of an idea thing or a finance thing or both?
for the city,
Yes,
cost.
okay.
So what are the next steps for this?
I personally would like to go back and explore the lease option with her. I think, or if this is more about selling the property, we could lower the cost. So I would like direction from the board, how you'd like me to proceed. Personally, I think there is a way to structure the lease in a way where it is favorable to her in the city.
Yeah, I say we, and then we, obviously we can, talk to you, but whatever the concerns are.
And I would like to talk
that
to
with
Alec more
landlord
about being a
concerns, we can
property
talk
owner.
about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I will engage with the proposer, the individual who's looking to acquire the property about a lease, if they'd be interested in that, or if she really is that driven about coming back with a new offer. Because I love the concept. I think it's a great addition.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Director's report.
All right. So, we have a few events coming up in the month. First one will be a small business social event hosted by Oakland Thrive at the Event House here in Lathrup Village across the street. It's about strategic planning and networking. It is on Saturday, November 29th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Southfield Chamber Area of Commerce and Oakland Thrive with a small business social designed to help business owners create strategic plan for 2026, connect with peers, share ideas, and walk away with tools and inspiration to grow their business. Registration can be completed at southfieldchamber.com. As we mentioned before, on December 5th, the first Friday of the month, the Lathrup Village Winter Festival will be from 6 to 8 here in the community room at City Hall. Join the DDA and many of our community partners for a cheerful evening of holiday fun for all ages. Activities include cookie decorating, holiday crafts, ornament making, and photos with Santa. Also, there's an ongoing toy drive in coordination with Boys to Men Youth Mentoring. We ask anyone who's interested in helping children enjoy a wonderful Christmas to either drop off donated toys here at City Hall in the lobby or at Boys to Men's office located at 28050 Southfield Road at Suite 170 until December 12th. What's going on currently with some of our businesses at 27000 Southfield Road. Discount Tire, they are continuing their interior build out and updating of the showroom. Their new signs, both the monument and the two principal wall signs, because they are a corner lot, they do have the option to put two signs up that have been installed this past month. We have a new business coming in at 26780 Southfield Road, where 44 Burrito was located. It's called Holy Burger. They have a couple other locations in the area. They've gotten rave reviews. Their business license application has been received. It's under review. Their wall sign has been put up. There's very little interior alterations being done. They were actually there earlier this week painting the interior, and they should be opening relatively soon once their business application is received. Hopefully, we can work with the local chambers to do a grand opening, which all of you will be invited to come on out and welcome our new business here in Lathrup Village. Across the street at 27651 Southfield Road, Middle Eats, they received site plan approval on Tuesday during our November Planning Commission meeting to expand their dining room by 1,900 square feet into the adjacent tenant space, which was a former retail location for eyeglasses, and the use was switched to restaurant, so they will be expanding. Their business has done very well. We're happy to have them in the district, and we're happy they chose Lathrup Village as their home. The ongoing installation of 2 EV chargers here in the City Hall parking lot is ongoing, and as well as the installation of 2 hawk signals on Southfield Road between Cabrini and Margate along Southfield are being completed. Both are looking to be, actually somebody was using the EV charger earlier today, but the electrification of the hawk signals are still to be done soon. Staff, we are currently in the process of drafting a grant for proposed traffic calming along 11 Mile at the intersections of Lathrup Boulevard and Southfield. General Motors, in coordination with the National Main Street Organization, host a grant each year for communities that have a General Motors facility nearby. Oakland County, we qualify as one. So we are doing a proposal for traffic markings on the road. This is a very congested area at Lathrup Boulevard. There's a merging of traffic coming off 696, as well as continuing traffic of 11 Mile, which is intersected by Lathrup Boulevard. It's a very, I used to drive it, Tom currently drives it. It is difficult coming off 696, or if you're on 11 Mile trying to get to Southfield, it's difficult with traffic coming off at highway speed on 696 ramp, as well as the cross traffic of Lathrup Boulevard. And then down at